Welcome, I'm Andrew Hooper, the founder of Breakthrough to Thrive and principal of Hooper Financial and Hooper Insurance Services, and today's topic is this. Being real and authentic is more desirable than pretending to be perfect. Stop thinking otherwise. This is the Daily Breakthrough. How often do you find yourself wishing you were different than the way you are? We all have it somewhere in our lives that we, like for myself, I wish that in social settings with people I'm not familiar with, that I could be more outgoing. Especially like if I'm a guest to something. It's different if I have to speak at an occasion. It's different if I'm the one hosting. For whatever reason, there's like a switch that flips, and man, I'm outgoing, gregarious. I meet people, talk to people, try to get folks to laugh and engage, and I really don't mind being the life of the party if I can in scenarios like that. But what's weird is if I go to an event, let's say it's a networking event, and I don't know the people, I'm, just not familiar with anybody, what I tend to do is I'll glom on to like one or two people that I maybe have a relationship with or where I've already connected with them in a good way, and, and I'll hang with them, and I get pretty uncomfortable connecting with strangers, right? Now, I'll get comfortable the longer that I'm there because I have this tendency to sit back and observe, right? I want to observe. I want to see what role do other people have in this kind of network of people, and what's the role that I can fill best, right? So that's kind of the story that I tell myself is that, I need to figure out what my role is here. And then once I understand that, boom, I'm in. And like, I'll get hopping with people, connecting with people, I'm good to go. But it could take me like a few months of going before I really start to have that click. And part of it is just because I guess in some ways I don't want to come off like a fool, right? I don't want to come off as ignorant. I don't want to come off as being too boisterous too. I can totally be that guy. So, there's just things I need to be that I don't need to, but that I desire to be conscientious of and aware of. But at the same time, it kind of prevents me from being me and being everything that you see in these videos, right? And I get so reserved sometimes that it just doesn't really feel like me. And bottom line, I'm not necessarily being authentic. Now, it's not like I'm intentionally pretending to be someone that I'm not, but I'm not being authentically me. I'm not being real with that audience. I'm, in a sense, I'm even pretending to be something that I'm not until I figure out how to be the way I am within that group. Unnecessary most of the time. So the question I have for you is, where in your life do you find yourself, in a sense, pretending to be something that you're not? Where do you find yourself being reserved and not being real, not being the authentic you? And I would challenge you the next time you enter into that space and environment, or an environment like it, fight your nature. Work as hard as you can to be authentically you, to be real from the get-go, and let people know your gifts right away. Don't make them wait or guess at what your gifts can be, because you're an amazing individual. I'm an amazing individual, and we both have gifts that we can give the world, but not if we sit back and pretend that we don't have them. So, what is the gift that you have that you don't share with people because you're afraid and you're not being real, you're not being authentic? And what's the environment in which you find yourself in that mode? Share in the comments below. Don't forget to subscribe to this video and click the bell so you get notified as we put out some more content every single day. And I cannot wait to see you break through.